Okay, YouTube. This is my Singer 111W153 sewing machine, industrial machine. If you saw my other videos first, then you have an idea of what I'm dealing with here. But I have some questions on this machine. I'm kind of winging it here as I go. I'm learning as I go. But I'm having some potential issues, and I don't know if it's me or the machine or it's a combination of two. Anyway, right now, due to the fact that I don't have any, I have some thread on order, but I just received some of the proper needles. I'm trying right now a 16 size because the thread that I'm using is relatively thin. That's the bobbin, if you could see it. It's really kind of like a thicker home sewing machine thread. I don't really know the size because I don't think it was really listed. I don't even know if this machine is really supposed to be sewing with this type of thread. But I've been getting kind of like mixed results. And, you know, I'm wondering, number one, I've had it sew, it starts to sew okay, and then it frequently will get kind of jammed and the thread will kind of get wrapped in the bobbin case, and I'll have to stop and kind of futz with it and really work it out. One of my questions is there anybody out there that could maybe post up a video on this machine or a similar machine on how to get this casing out in case of a real thread jam in there? It looks to be adjusted properly. The thread that comes out of the bobbin seems to be pulling correctly. I don't really think that that's the issue. I'm aware of what a correct timing is and what it looks like, at least for the most part. And to me, it seems like it's correct. I don't really know what the issue is. It seems like it picks the thread up correctly. You know, sometimes it seems to work fine, and then it just kind of jams a little bit. And then I'll have to totally just stop, and typically the thread is wrapped around the casing somehow. So maybe if there's somebody out there that could really put up a close-up video on this type machine, how this should work and how it should look, and maybe how to get this thing out in case of you know, something goes wrong. You know, the needle seems pretty sharp to me, the pickup needle, that is. You know, it's sharp. It's sharp to the touch, as best I can tell. Again, the needle is a 16 size with kind of like heavy-duty home machine thread. Another issue is when I was sewing, and one of you YouTubers commented on this, but I was getting some kind of zigzagged stitching. It wasn't really straight, and my first thought was this foot, the presser foot, looks to be a little skew. It doesn't seem to be square. I was thinking that it should have been pretty easy to maybe loosen. There's a bolt, there's a nut here, and there's a nut, or a bolt, screw rather, here and here. I think there is one more back here that I did not touch, so that may be my issue right there. But anyway, I was thinking of loosening this, so that I could rotate this a little bit. I did loosen this one, and this did not budge. So I either missed a screw, maybe this one. I'm kind of a little bit of afraid to start loosening everything and then having something go out of whack. So maybe if somebody can tell me maybe how to properly adjust this, that would be great. And also the needle, you know, how does one really adjust these feet? You know, if you're getting a zigzag stitch, to me that seems like you would somehow be able to adjust these feet relatively easily. Anyway, another issue is threading the machine. I think, well, my one question is this. I zigzagged it through here as per the instruction booklet. Zigzag through here. I went around the top, around the bottom, and then I hooked it over this. So I don't know if you can see it, but the thread actually goes over this little nub. I think that is correct from what I understand. And then it goes down, around, up, hooks on the other side of this little spacer, comes up, down, through, and out. So my only real question is, does it in fact go up and over this little hook tab thing? As it stands now, I have virtually no tension on this upper. It's just kind of freewheeling here. So yeah. So anyway, maybe I can do a little sample here and see what the deal is. You know, I was thinking when I first started this, I used whatever needle came with the machine, and it just so happens I took it out, and I think it's a 22, which is a very big needle for this thread. So I thought, oh well, that's the problem right there. So I changed it over to a 16, and it's really not any better. So let me turn it on, and we'll see if you guys can maybe see. I'm going to sew with this open and try to carefully do its thing here. See if you guys can see. So now when I'm pulling this out, it really, I don't know if you can see that, but it's really like binding It's almost like it's jammed, and I don't know if that's right or not, but it seems like you got to really forcefully pull it out. So now that actually wasn't so bad. As you can see, I did this part by hand, and it kind of futzed this up. You know, I don't think that that's normal, but I'm not really sure how or why that's happening. And then, of course, this is just thin t-shirt material, and as you can see, it did a whole lot of small steps. I don't know what happened there. Maybe it just didn't catch the material right. But this was my first run, and that's not so bad. Started here, went this way, went that way. So it's not so bad, and it didn't jam. So I don't know, maybe, I don't know. I would like somebody to give me some ideas, or maybe post their own video if they have a similar machine. Maybe you could get a close-up of how this works and maybe explain how this should be properly adjusted from scratch, you know, assuming nobody, you know, we don't know what we're doing here. How do we get this casing, this bobbin case out in case you get really jammed? Because I've had some thread really jam in there, and for all I know, there's still some stuck in there. So, you know, I would like to take this out and just clean it and lube it, but I want to do it properly. And anyway, hopefully somebody can maybe give me some insight to that, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say, and maybe seeing somebody else's videos. All right, thank you.